Whistle Monsta, the sound of the Superdome. Leroy Mitchell Jr. doesn't need a costume to be recognized at New Orleans Saints games. He just needs his lungs. Known as Whistle Monsta, Mitchell has been the unofficial soundtrack of the Superdome since the mid 90s, producing a high pitched whistle so loud and distinctive that it echoes through the entire stadium and can be heard on television broadcasts across the country. While most superfans rely on elaborate costumes or visual gimmicks to stand out, Whistle Monsta took a completely different approach. His weapon of choice is a piercing whistle that cuts through the noise of 70,000 screaming fans and lets everyone know exactly when to get loud. It's become as much a part of the Saints' game experience as the Who Dat chant itself. What makes Whistle Monsta fascinating is how polarizing he is. Saints fans either absolutely love him or can't stand him. Some see him as an essential part of the Superdome atmosphere, the guy who fires up the crowd at crucial moments and creates an intimidating environment for opposing teams. Others think he's an annoying distraction who ruins their game experience. There's no middle ground with Whistle Monsta. But here's the thing. He's been doing this for nearly 30 years, through Super Bowl wins and playoff heartbreaks, never wavering in his belief that his whistle makes a difference. The Saints organization clearly agrees. They officially selected him to represent the team at NFL draft events, putting their stamp of approval on his unique form of superfandom. Mitchell's story has been featured in Sports Illustrated, Axios, and on the official Saints website. He's worn elaborate black and gold costumes to match the Saints' colors, but it's always been the whistle that defines him. He's proof that superfandom doesn't always have to be about what you wear. Sometimes it's about what you bring to the atmosphere that nobody else can replicate. Whistle Monsta represents the auditory side of superfandom that most people overlook. While other fans are focusing on looking the part, Mitchell is focused on sounding the part. His whistle has become so iconic that Saints fans who have never met him can recognize the sound instantly. It's his signature, his contribution, and his legacy all wrapped up in one piercing note. Pumpkinhead, the Dog Pound's Halloween hero. Gus Angeloni turned a carved Pumpkinhead into one of the most recognizable superfan identities in NFL history. Known as Pumpkinhead, this Cleveland Browns superfan has been showing up to games since 2004 with a pumpkin-themed helmet that's become synonymous with the Dog Pound's loyal and long-suffering fan base. Angeloni isn't just some guy with a vegetable on his head. He's a Marine Corps veteran who brings the same dedication to supporting the Browns that he brought to serving his country. His original costume started with an actual carved pumpkin painted and striped like a Browns helmet. Over the years, it's evolved into a detailed artificial pumpkin helmet complete with Browns-style striping, official decals, lights, and a custom Pumpkinhead 31 Browns uniform built to authentic on-field specifications. What makes Pumpkinhead special is his commitment to the Browns community beyond just attending games. He hosts massive tailgates, shows up to draft parties, attends uniform reveals, and has become a fixture at virtually every Browns-related event in Cleveland. He's not just a superfan, he's a community organizer who brings Browns fans together when there isn't always a lot to celebrate on the field. Supporting the Browns requires a special kind of resilience, and Angeloni has shown up through 2 decades of mostly painful football. He's been there through coaching changes, quarterback carousels, and the kind of organizational dysfunction that would make most fans walk away. From the return of the franchise in 1999 to the 0-16 season in 2017, to the brief hope of the Baker Mayfield era, Pumpkinhead has witnessed it all from inside that orange helmet. His story has been featured in Dogs by Nature, Dog Pound Daily, Cleveland Magazine, and Voyage, Ohio. These outlets recognize what Browns fans already knew, that Pumpkinhead represents the heart and soul of Cleveland football fandom. He's proof that sometimes the most memorable superfan identities can come from the most unexpected places, even a Halloween vegetable turned year-round symbol of dedication. Angeloni embodies what it means to be a Browns fan, stubborn, loyal, and eternally optimistic despite all evidence suggesting you shouldn't be. The pumpkin helmet isn't just a costume, it's a statement that says, I'm here, I'm not leaving, and I'll keep showing up no matter what. Be a superfan for my channel and help me reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Silver Bullet, the Dynasty's biggest fan. Keith Burchall, known as Silver Bullet, painted his face silver for what he thought would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, watching the New England Patriots in a Super Bowl. Little did he know, that experience would turn into a dynasty, and he'd be painting his face silver for the next 2 decades. Burchall grew up in New England, attending games at the old Schaefer Stadium long before the Patriots became the NFL's dominant franchise. He remembers the lean years, the forgettable seasons, and the times when being a Patriots fan meant hoping for respectability rather than championships. When he finally made it to the Super Bowl in the early 2000s, he wanted to stand out, so he covered his entire face in silver paint. Broadcasters spotted him during a road game in Miami and dubbed him Silver Bullet. The name stuck, and a superfan legend was born. What makes Silver Bullet unique is that his superfan career coincided with the greatest dynasty in NFL history. He wasn't suffering through decades of losing like Browns or Lions fans. He was watching his team win 6 Super Bowls while painted head to toe in silver. His transformation from hopeful fan to dynasty superfan mirrors the Patriots' own transformation from lovable underdogs to NFL royalty. Silver Bullet became known for leading cheers at Gillette Stadium, frequently appearing on stadium video boards and television broadcasts. His silver-painted face became so recognizable that fans would seek him out for photos, and the team embraced him as part of the Patriot Way culture. His dedication caught the attention of media outlets and even led to commercial appearances and an IMDb page. He's been featured on CBS Boston and various podcasts, sharing the story of how a one-time costume became a lifetime identity. What started as wanting to commemorate a single special moment turned out to become one of the most visible faces of the most successful era in NFL history. Birchall proves that superfandom can evolve alongside your team's success. He started painting his face hoping to witness one magical moment, and ended up becoming part of the greatest run in NFL history. Now, even as the Patriots rebuild in the post-Brady era, Silver Bullet continues to show up, face painted, ready to support his team through whatever comes next. Birdlady, rise up in feathers. Carolyn Freeman, known as Birdlady, took the Atlanta Falcons' rise up mantra literally by transforming herself into a living, breathing falcon at every home game. This Macon, Georgia native shows up to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium decked out in full bird regalia, feathered wings, bird mask or headdress, and Falcons colors from head to toe. What makes Birdlady remarkable is her dedication through some of the most heartbreaking moments in Falcons history. She was there for 28-3, the Super Bowl collapse that will haunt Atlanta fans forever. She watched her team blow the biggest lead in Super Bowl history and had to somehow find the strength to keep showing up in feathers the following season. She was there through the years of mediocrity that followed, through coaching changes and quarterback transitions, never once abandoning her bird persona. Freeman's bird-themed transformation goes beyond just wearing team colors. She fully embodies the Falcons' mascot spirit, creating a visual spectacle that stands out even in a crowd of passionate fans. Her look is designed to capture attention and inspire fellow Falcons fans to embrace their identity as fans of the Bird Gang. When she spreads those wings in the stands, she's not just cheering, she's performing, giving other fans something to rally around. Her dedication has been recognized by the team itself, with the Falcons featuring her in promotional content and giving her special experiences. Local Atlanta media outlets, including Fox 5 Atlanta and WGXA, have covered her story, highlighting how her passion for the team has made her a beloved figure in the Falcons community. Birdlady represents the theatrical side of superfandom, the fans who don't just show up to watch, but show up to perform and inspire. She proves that even for a franchise without a Super Bowl trophy, there are fans willing to give everything they have to support their team. The feathers, the wings, the full transformation, it's all a labor of love for a team that hasn't always given her a lot to celebrate, but that she refuses to give up on. Kristi Brown, from cheerleader to Hall of Famer. Kristi Brown attended her first Arizona Cardinals game when she was around 3 years old, sitting in the stands with her family in what would become a lifelong love affair with the franchise. This Peoria, Arizona native grew up as a second-generation season ticket holder, learning what it meant to be a Cardinals fan from her parents before she could even spell the team's name. But Brown didn't just want to watch the Cardinals, she wanted to be part of them. From 2010 to 2011, she lived that dream as an Arizona Cardinals cheerleader, experiencing game days from the sideline and understanding firsthand how important the fans in the stands were to the team's energy. That experience only deepened her connection to the franchise and shaped her understanding of what it means to truly support a team. When the Cardinals made it to the Super Bowl to face the Steelers, Brown emptied her entire savings account to make the trip to Tampa. That's the kind of sacrifice that separates casual fans from true superfans, the willingness to give everything you have for a chance to watch your team compete for a championship. Even though the Cardinals fell short that day, Brown's dedication never wavered. Today, Brown works as a labor and delivery nurse at Banner Health, but she's found a way to combine her profession with her passion. She brings Cardinals beanies to the newborns she delivers, makes sure they enter the world as part of the Cardinals fan base. It's a small gesture, but it perfectly captures who Kristi Brown is, someone who wants to share her love for the team with everyone she meets, starting from their very first moments of life. Brown doesn't just attend games, she builds community. She describes the game day crowd as her fan family, and has dedicated herself to welcoming new Cardinals fans into the fold. She calls these newcomers baby birds and takes pride in helping them understand what it means to be part of Cardinals Nation. Now she's raising 2 young sons as Cardinals fans, creating a 3rd generation of family fandom. In 2021, Brown's dedication was officially recognized when she was inducted into the Ford Hall of Fans at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. She submitted a fan video that showcased her lifelong commitment to the Cardinals, and it earned her a spot alongside superfans from the Raiders and Browns. The honor came with an all-expense-paid trip to support Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, a fitting reward for a woman who had once emptied her savings to watch her team on the biggest stage. Brown proves that superfandom isn't just about costumes or gimmicks. It's about genuine love for your team and a desire to share that love with others. From her first game at age 3 to delivering babies in Cardinal beanies, she's lived her entire life in Cardinal red, and she's making sure that legacy continues through her sons and every baby bird she welcomes into the flock. From Whistle Monsta's piercing calls to Kristi Brown's community building, these superfans show us there's no single way to love your team obsessively. They've each found their own path, through sound, visual spectacle, dynasty celebration, theatrical transformation, or grassroots organizing. The NFL is richer because of superfans like these. They add color, sound, and personality to game days. They create traditions that outlast any individual season, and they prove that being a fan can be so much more than just watching from the stands. If you enjoyed learning about these incredible superfans, smash that like button and let me know in the comments which superfan's dedication impressed you the most. And if you want more deep dives into the characters and culture that make the NFL special, make sure to subscribe to Extra Point Explanation. Thanks for watching, and remember, being a superfan is about finding your own way to contribute to something you love. Whether it's a whistle, a pumpkin, or just showing up every week with your whole heart, your dedication matters.